Ladies and gentlemen, it is in fact my favorite time of the week. Today we're going to go over an amazing Nintendo eShop sale, and I have handpicked a bunch of amazing games that, even if you got these games at full price, it would be a great experience, but you're getting them at a massive discount, so it's even a better experience. So let's go and get right into this video. So before we get into this amazing eShop sale, I want to announce something. Every single eShop sale video I make, which is pretty much every Saturday, moving forward, so starting after this video, I'm going to be doing a giveaway weekly. I'm going to give away an eShop sale gift card at the beginning of every eShop sale video. That way you could possibly get a gift card and get some of these games for free. So the only thing you need to do to enter is obviously be a subscriber, but follow my Instagram, because I really want to grow my Instagram because it's a lot of fun talking to you guys over there. So once you follow my Instagram, just let me know that you came from YouTube. That way I don't send a gift card to a random person. But every week I will pick somebody from my Instagram, give you an eShop gift card, and I will announce the winner at the beginning of each eShop sale video. Before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, it would truly mean the world to me. Let's go and get right into the video. The first game we're talking about today is Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch, and this is currently $9.99, which is 80% off the full price, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. This feels like more of an experience than anything. I think Studio Ghibli did all the animation for this, so it really feels like you're watching an anime, but I really don't want that to overshadow the gameplay and the story here. I really love RPGs, and I think this is a great entry-level RPG because it doesn't have like the most complex mechanics or anything. The gameplay is super engaging, and that's great because you could easily sink like 60 hours into this game. So this is a great way to start off this video. Now let's talk about Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, and this is currently $9.99. See how I remembered? Not cent, cents. And that is 75% off. So the gameplay aside in this one, a really cool thing about this game is this game runs at 60 frames per second, and that's absolutely amazing. I'm not really sure you would call this art style right here, but it almost reminds me of one of those books that you open and it's like 3D. What are they called? Like pop-up books or something? That's what this reminds me of, because the graphics seriously pop right off the screen. Can Jin save Monster World Kingdom? Help our young hero defeat challenging enemies, discover hidden locations, upgrade powerful equipment, and more. So you're definitely going to want to check this one out. Now let's talk about Pac-Man World Re-PAC, and this is currently $7.49. And that's 75% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Not only is this a really fun game, but I would argue that this is a hidden gem, and I think a lot of people are turned off strictly because it's Pac-Man. Like a 3D Pac-Man game, you're like, what the hell is going on here? This is definitely shovelware, and I'll be honest, I thought the exact same thing. I don't know who I first seen talk about this game. It actually might have been Scott the Woz. But I watched somebody else talk about this game and I thought, you know what, that actually doesn't look too bad. I think I picked it up for around like $10, and I beat it in a weekend because it was so damn fun. It's not the longest game and it doesn't outstay its welcome, so if you have the extra money, I would definitely take a chance on this one. Another great game that's on sale right now is Blasphemous, and this is currently $6.24, and that is 75% off. This is a game where I truly don't understand how they can sell it for this cheap. This normally isn't the most expensive game either. I think full price it's like $25. But you can tell when you play this that so much time and work and passion went into it. It is extremely freaking hard. Very unforgiving. It's basically like a 2D Dark Souls. I have this game and I have still not beat it. I come back and play it all the time. But it is a game that reminds me the most, I think, of Hollow Knight. I'm not saying you should compare them because Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games of all time. And this is nothing compared to that and like the way it makes me feel, but the style of the gameplay and the way the world is designed, it really reminds me of Hollow Knight. But if you're looking for a great challenging game, then look no further than this. So another one of my favorite games of all time is on sale right now, and I'm talking about NieR Automata, the End of YoRHa edition, and this is $19.99, and that's 50% off. I think it's actually called NieR Automata, but I like saying Automata, so just bear with me. Whenever you talk about impossible ports or great ports on the Switch, for some reason everybody mentions The Witcher 3, or at least they did maybe a year or two ago. This is easily one of the best ports on the Switch, like I'm talking about top 3. I knew nothing about these games. I had absolutely no idea what they were. So when the game first came out and everybody was praising it and saying you should play it, I thought it looked cool, but I had no idea what it was, so I just skipped it. And then one day I was on vacation and I seen this game for super cheap and I picked it up, and from the time I started playing it, I could not put it down. I'm talking about I was full on addicted to it. A great thing about this game is it goes through multiple playstyles. It's like your standard RPG, then it's a shoot 'em up, then it's like a 2D side-scrolling action game. There's multiple endings and it just looks so damn good. I truly cannot recommend this game enough. Now let's talk about a very strange game called Serial Cleaner, and this is $2.24, and that is 85% off. There's so many games, and movies, and TV shows, and books where you're the hero, right? That's just how stuff is made. So anytime you get a chance to be on the other side of that, well, that's really cool. Step into the polished shoes of the cleaner, a professional crime scene cleaner for the mob. There's no business like the cleaning business, and right now business is booming. Sneak around crime scenes avoiding detection from guarding cops as you vacuum up blood, hide bodies, and remove evidence in the 70s styled fast-paced 2D action stealth game. I'm actually going to talk about this game more in depth in a Hidden Gems video in the future, but for now I would definitely check this one out. Now let's talk about Oceanhorn 2 Knights of the Lost Realm, and this is currently $13.49. That's 55% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. This falls into the category of a Zelda clone, and the game this reminds me of the most is Breath of the Wild, but strictly off the graphics and nothing else. Like, the gameplay has its own style, the world is nothing like the world in the Zelda game, the enemies are different, all the mechanics are different, but it still falls under that category. That being said, this is a great game that kind of goes under the radar. I believe this was originally an Apple arcade game, but after I beat Breath of the Wild for the first time, I was looking for anything Zelda related or Zelda inspired, and I stumbled onto this, and in my opinion, this game and the first one are must-play games, so definitely check this one out. Now let's talk about LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga Galactic Edition. This is currently $15.99, and that's 80% off. This is the lowest price this game has ever been. This isn't just the game. This also includes like expansion packs and DLC and I think extra characters. It's everything you're going to want in this game. And this normally retails for $80, and you're getting it for 16 bucks. In this game, you're playing through every single Star Wars movie and more. There's not really a lot for me to explain in this one. It's LEGO Star Wars, a bunch of extra stuff, and it's super cheap. This is definitely a great deal. And the crazy thing is, this is the game plus all the expansion pack, and it's $16. The base game is also on sale right now for 25 bucks. So I mean, which one would you choose? Now let's talk about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot plus a New Power Awakens set. And this is currently $14.99, and that's 75% off. So this game is easily in my top 15 Switch games of all time, and when I look back on it, it's probably even in my top 10. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. I used to love playing the Budokai games. This game right here is the ultimate Dragon Ball Z game in my opinion. And this is a great Dragon Ball Z game. So you're going to assume it's a fighting game. And it is. But not only that, this is a phenomenal RPG. Like, it has all the best qualities of an RPG mixed with a fighting game. It looks great, it's very fast paced, and it's another game you're not going to want to put down. In this version, you're getting some extra stuff as well as the base game. But if I'm not mistaken, they're still releasing stuff for this game like all the time and still updating it. So this is not a bad time to jump into this adventure. Now let's talk about Hotshot Racing. This is currently $2.99, and that's 85% off. So it's very easy to see what kind of game this is. It's just a racing game with graphics that kind of remind me of something a little retro, and it's a lot of fun. The main thing to try to do in this game is get like that perfect drift, because once you find your pattern and catch that perfect drift, you're gonna slide and glide throughout the whole race, and it's so damn fun. And it might not look like it at first, but this game is packed full of stuff. There's multiple modes. There's like a boost mode, a drift mode. There's another mode where each car has a bomb attached to it, so you don't want to drop below a certain speed or you'll blow up. And one amazing thing about this game that I cannot forget to mention is it's also 60 frames per second. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, it looks great, and it's super cheap. Definitely check it out. Now let's talk about a very strange game called Green Hell, and this is currently $3.74, and that's 85% off. So what this is a survival game. You are thrown into a jungle. I can't remember exactly where, I think maybe the Amazon rainforest, but regardless, you're thrown into the middle of nowhere, and you need to survive. And this is a realistic ass survival game. Like, when you're playing, you might get a cut on your arm or hand, and you're like, okay, well, whatever, I'll probably heal up or something. It's a video game. No. You need to figure out how to heal that cut. You need to protect that cut, or you'll get an infection, and you'll get sick, and you'll die. I'm really not the biggest fan of survival games. Like, I didn't really play them when I was younger, so I don't really have an attachment to them. This one caught me by surprise. There's an actual story here, I think, so you can actually beat the game. But for me, it's just fun to walk around and explore and see what kind of stuff I can do. So if you want to play something a little different, that's cheap, and there's actually a lot to do in it, then look no further than this. The last game we're talking about today is Indivisible, and this is currently $7.49, and that's 75% off. Indivisible is an action RPG platformer, featuring stunning hand-drawn art and animation, combined with unique real-time combat mechanics. You are a fearless girl with a rebellious streak. Raised by your father on the outskirts of your rural town, your life is thrown into chaos when your home is attacked, and a mysterious power awakens inside you. This is another game that I actually want to talk about more in a Hidden Gems video. You'll get to immerse yourself in a fantastical world with dozens of playable characters, a rich storytelling experience, gameplay that's easy to learn but difficult to master, and on the surface you might think you know what you're getting into, but this game is actually full of surprises. Right now you can pick it up at a discounted price. Ladies and gentlemen, there was 12 amazing games that are on sale right now. So in the comments below, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Remember, every Saturday, starting after this Saturday, or every time I do an eShop sale video, which is always on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So follow me on Instagram, message me on Instagram, let me know that you came from my YouTube, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. And at the beginning of every eShop video, I'll tell you guys who the winner was. That person will get an eShop gift card, and hopefully they'll buy one of the games that I talk about in the video. As my YouTube channel and Instagram grows, hopefully I'll be able to do multiple winners every single week instead of one. But I really want to give back to this amazing community, so that's what I'm going to start doing. So yeah, hit a like and subscribe if you could. Also follow me on Instagram, and you guys know me, I will see you soon with a new video. Peace out.